have an impressive backlog of stuff I need to do that I can't for the life of me bring myself to get done. So what better way to finally cross them off the list than make a YouTube video off it, and hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Greetings, it's me Lise, and welcome to this month's video. Is it late? Yes. Is this because of procrastination? Not this time! For some context, I dedicate a full week to focus solely on the next video at the end of the month. But then whoop-de-doo, I got sick halfway through, and now here we are. Now, this video was originally supposed to have me finish 2 tasks, but I didn't have the time or will, so we just got 1 today. The second task was actually for an illustration anyway, so I decided to just make it its own video. Oh, and this is part 1, so we'll be trying to get through my copious other tasks in future parts as well, so keep an eye out. Now then, here's our task for today. You see, it used to be a list, albeit a short one. This feels rather unimpressive. Today, I'll be recording and editing a short for Wayfarer, the animated series I co-own. I've had it on the list for a good while, and well, it's about time. You're gonna see how I nervously edit, and the horrid bloopers of trying to record my voice. Now, go witness my suffering. Good morning, and welcome to my scuffed recording session. You're right, why is this part so hard on its own? Okay. Like, I'm not even kidding. I've recorded this 5 times just to get this starting bit right, even without a script. So, I mean, whether or not the script will go smoother or more difficult than just ad-libbing is a question left to be answered. So, yeah. Oh, get ready for a nice highlight reel of all the, reels I do as I try to not sound terrible. Alright. Take 1, yeah. You an animator? Are you looking to help out on... Oh, that's so bad. You're gonna see a constant stream of this, just saying. I'm regretting recording this already. Okay. You an animator? Are you looking to help... You an animator? Are you looking to help out on an indie project? Wayfarer Animations is currently, and always, looking for volunteer animators to help bring our indie animated series to life. I talk so fast, I might need to slow that down. Okay, let's try a slow down version. Okay. You an animator? No. You an animator? Are you looking to help out on an indie project? Wayfarer Animations is currently, and always, looking for... Wayfarer Animations is currently, and always, looking for volunteer animators to help bring our indie animated series to life. We're especially keen on getting some keyframe animators and in-betweeners, since once we're done with storyboarding, that will be the next stage of the You can see the pain. If you could see my face right now, you could see the misery. Oh god. Okay. Since once we're done with storyboarding, that will be the next stage of development. That will scuff. Since once we're done with storyboarding, that will be the next stage of development. I talk too fast in my own brain, that's the problem. Alright. What to expect? I might cut that out, I might not use the actual line for that. Currently, Wayfarer is a volunteer project brought together through kindness and shared determination. Beginners are always welcome and appreciated. Though there is a certain level we would like to achieve within our team. If you'd like to join but aren't confident in your level of skill, training is something we don't mind doing. As for working environment, we're all pretty relaxed and friendly. Though there is a level of professionalism we expect when it comes to work. We would like each team member to be committed and communicative. Communicative? Yeah, jeez. We would like each team member to be committed. And communicative. We take Wayfarer very seriously. We take Wayfarer very seriously, and we would like our animators to treat Wayfarer with that. If you are already aware that you will be too busy to work consistently on Wayfarer in the near future, please wait until you are more free to apply or take on a permanent position. As an aside, we also have other positions or in the comments. Okay. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask them there, or in the comments. Also, check out the Wayfarer Animations YouTube channel to have a look at what you'll be making. Even if you're coming across the video months from now, please still apply. We're always looking for animators, unless otherwise stated. Thank you for listening, and we're so grateful. Thank you for listening, and we'd be so grateful to have you on our team. See you. That wasn't that bad. As some thoughts, I guess. I'm gonna listen over it and see if it's actually any good. If not, I'll have to never take. So yeah, that's like, okay, I went alright. That was one. I've gotten better at reading the scripts, because it used to be really egregious, but it's still not the best. I know I keep, scrolling on my mouse, which is really loud. I don't realize until I look at the recordings, so I apologize for that. It's like, my hands are, like, bored while I try to talk, but yeah. I'll review that, and we'll see if it's any good. So I am egregious at deadlines, and to be fair, this time wasn't my fault. I got legitimately sick, but oh man, if you've read Repeat, my webcomic, then you'd know. Oh gosh, like if I set a deadline, suddenly it's like 6 months later. I'm like, oh god. Yeah, I'm just not good with written deadlines. If I set like one in my head, like, oh, I want to get it finished by then, I can do it fine. But if I like write it down, I just can't do it at all. It's like some strange mental barrier. So I tried to avoid deadlines, which is fine because most of my work is kind of my own stuff anyway, like pointed work. I mentioned briefly in illustrations I was originally planning to do for this video, and I didn't have time. But especially because it was an illustration, so that would have been like hours of footage, and I was like, can I even fit that into video anyway? So I decided to make it send one. The illustration is going to be like a banner for Namikomi, which is a webcomic site I put my comic on. So that's going to be pretty fun to make. I have a pretty cool idea for it. Though it's going to be hard. And there are tons of and there are tons of like little requirements for like dimensions and how to make it look, so it's going to be fun to figure that out. Okay, so more on topic as to what you're watching exactly. I mentioned in the intro, this is for my indie animated series that I co-run. It's like an ad for getting animators to come join. It's been out for, what, a week? Maybe 2 weeks now? And it's doing pretty good, so yeah, it's good. And currently you're watching the editing process of me making the short for it. And, I don't know, I'm kind of a novice at editing, to be honest. I started it about, I don't know, maybe near the end of last year? Because on Instagram, which I do a lot of posts on, you should check it out. On Instagram, you do a lot of reels if you want to get a lot of engagement. So since I wasn't growing, I was like, okay, I need to do some reels. So like, I started with some like, I don't know, some of those like things art Instagram people do. I was just like, oh, my old art, this is my new art, like those little like trends, I guess. And then eventually I was like, oh my god, I know what I can do. So I started making like webtoon style edits of my comic. So that was really fun. They did pretty well too. But there's like, because Instagram has that music library, so like you can use copyrighted songs if it's in Instagram. But like when using it from desktop, it gets really like wishy-washy on how it works. So like it was like a gamble if it would auto-label it properly every time I would post one. So I was like, okay, let's not make it too often or I'm making trouble at some point. But yeah, there's a lot of cool ones there. I have a lot of fun making them though, so I try to make them sometimes. So I hope those little bits of experience have made it so my videos aren't egregious to watch, because I don't know, editing is not my strong suit. Though I've experience in the past anyway. But like every time I watch a video of one of my videos, I'm like, is this edited good at all? I think one thing I need to do is sound effects more often. Like my brain doesn't go to sound at all; it just goes to okay, voice done. But I need to put more like little stuff in there, I think, and that'll definitely up the quality of it. A lot of editing this short. Well, basically just me putting graphics on the screen, because, well, I have a PNG tuber that I made. I made it really quickly, so it's not, like, my best work, to be honest. I think it's a bit static. It'd be nice to have, like, I want to make a new one sometime that's, like, kind of more, it's not so, like, zoomed in, because this only has, like, the top half of the body, so it's kind of, like, there's not much flexibility with it. So I'd like to make another one, maybe, like, drawn a little better. Because I made it very quickly. When I first joined Wayfarer co-owner, I needed to have, like, an announcement, so I made that for it. Yeah, there's a big portion at the end of this footage where it's kind of just tons of cuts, because in the software I use, like, when you do text stuff, it didn't record, like, me making, like, the text, elements. So it would just keep, like, pausing for, like, 3 seconds, and I'd be like, oops. So, like, yeah, there's a bit at the end where it's kind of boring, to be honest. Because you can't really see much. I think the funnest part of editing for me is kind of, like, because you can kind of animate a little bit, with how, like, things come into frame and stuff. Yeah, and I think that's the only reason why my edits look somewhat okay. It's because I just use that tons. But you can see in this bit on the screen right now, they'll be, like, faded out and they'll move into frame and stuff, which I think is really fun. But I'm not sure if they're overused. I might have to ask someone's opinion on that. When I was editing this, I basically, for the first bit, I just kind of went through, like, a rough draft to put everything where it needed to be, and, like, where I needed to find elements to put in there, or, like, images and stuff. Yeah, if I did that, I just got into tons of animating for it, and managed to polish it up quite nice. So, why exactly am I making this video, right? Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. I was thinking, after I made the previous video, I was like, okay, what can I do next month? I'd like to be able to focus on, like, the stuff I need to do. Ah, perfect. Because, basically, I work quite a lot on my various things, like my comic or animation for Wayfarer, stuff like that. But they're all like constant streams of work. They never finish. When I finish with the repeat chapter, I go on to the next chapter. Wayfarer always have new stuff coming in, so I never actually have much downtime to do just random other stuff. So because of that, I have a long to-do list of just random little things. So I realized, okay, I need to make a YouTube video, so I might as well just do that as well. Yeah, and this was one of the things that was like that, because I think it was probably like a month ago now, that I was asked by my co-owner to make a reel for, like, getting animators, and I'm on my list, and I was like, okay, I should do that sometime, because I think it takes a while. I mean, it's not, like, the most, I don't know, like, I find drawing harder than editing, but, like, it's hard to brain, I don't know, brain squeezer. It takes, like, a full day or something if I need to do it. So it took a while to finally get around to it, and so I decided I had to do it for this. And there's way more footage than I expected there to be honest. I think if I tried to fit an illustration in there, this video would have been way too long. So it's good that it kind of ended up just being this one. Anyway, if you are coincidentally an animator on this video, go check out the short. You can hear a bit more about Wayfarer. It's on the official Wayfarer Animations YouTube channel. You can also just find it in the collaboration section of my homepage. But yeah, enough of a promo. On the side, I feel like my voice is strangely deep recently, and like, just when recording this video particularly. Maybe because it's in the morning when I record it or something. I feel like my voice is deeper. I can't really tell when I hear back the recordings. Maybe being sick of the number of my voice, I doubt it though. Alright, the footage is going to be wrapping up soon. I have no idea if anything I said was particularly entertaining. Because I just made like a few notes and decided that I'd just say this stuff. And welcome to the Endcard. I'm going to talk a bit about the Endcard, actually. It's just a zoomed in shot from the set that I made for, like, my intros and stuff. And basically, the coming soon is, like, the next volume of the comic I'm making, because I'm currently working on volume 2 anyway. So that's kind of just context for it. I plan, as I make more comics, I plan to, like, fill out the shelf, which I think is pretty fun. But to be honest, I feel like the background's a bit lackluster. Not super interesting, even if it's drawn, like, I don't know, I think it's drawn well. Especially, like, the faux book cover I made for Repeat. It's like, a bit boring. Thank you for watching. I hope you tune in next month for my next video. If I'm at least a little bit entertaining. Please subscribe if you're interested. I feel really cringy whenever I say that stuff, like the YouTuber things. And leave a comment, cause, I don't know, I'm a novice, man. It'd be great to hear some feedback on, I don't know, help make my videos a little better and more entertaining. Yeah, see you guys next month.